Good evening. Thank you for attending this public workshop for the Henlopen Transportation Improvement District. Your visit this evening will include information on the purpose and function of a Transportation Improvement District, also known as a TID. We hope you will learn about the specifics of the proposed Henlopen TID, including the land use forecasting and traffic analysis processes, the identification of needed transportation improvements, and plans for how Sussex County and the Delaware Department of Transportation will continue to work together to implement the improvements. We also invite you to provide comments, ask questions, and make suggestions. But most importantly, we want you to understand the important benefits of the proposed Henlopen TID to the county and to your community. We'll begin this presentation with an introduction to transportation improvement districts. Then we'll provide a brief overview of the history and process of the proposed Henlopen TID. And we will conclude this summary with instructions for the rest of your visit. You may be wondering, what is a transportation improvement district? DelDOT's Development Coordination Manual describes a TID as a geographic area defined for the purpose of securing required improvements to the transportation facilities in that area. A TID is an improved method for providing the transportation improvements needed to support development in locations that have been identified in a local government's comprehensive plan. So why do we need TIDs in Delaware? DelDOT faces a continuing challenge to finance infrastructure improvements needed to accommodate growth, while at the same time maintaining Delaware's quality of life. Federal funding for transportation has eroded, and traditional revenue sources have failed to keep pace with the capital needs of transportation improvements. TIDs provide an alternative funding mechanism to supplement the traditional transportation revenue sources, while also providing for an equitable process for mitigating the transportation impacts of new development. What are the benefits of a transportation improvement district? As a transportation-based impact fee, TIDs equitably distribute the cost of development-related growth and infrastructure improvements to the private sector, rather than costs being absorbed by the general public. TIDs provide a funding mechanism to secure the required long-term improvements on a fair share basis from developers. TIDs can reduce land development pressures by preparing targeted growth areas for market-ready redevelopment or development. Through a TID, management of transportation impacts associated with planned growth helps to attract investment to a targeted growth or redevelopment area by expediting pre-construction phases and leveraging state and federal funds for improvements to state-owned transportation assets. TIDs support sustainable development and complete communities by reconnecting land use and transportation. Another important benefit of a transportation improvement district is that for development that is consistent with the TID's land use plan, the TID traffic analysis may replace the individual development's requirement to conduct a traffic impact study, also known as a TIS. A traffic impact study reacts to a specific development proposal. It examines conditions when that development would be complete. The analysis in a traffic impact study is limited to the subject development and other already approved developments. The number of intersections analyzed is limited based on the subject development's expected impact. The TIS omits intersections not affected by the subject development. Overall, it evaluates the impact of a single development. A transportation improvement district, on the other hand, proactively plans for the development of an area. It examines conditions in a specific future year, usually about 20 years away. A TID examines a future land use forecast, typically based on the local government's comprehensive plan. It examines all intersections within the study area, and some intersections just outside that area. A TID looks at the study area comprehensively. Through a TID, the cumulative impact of all developments in the study area is considered. Now we are going to explain how a TID is created and implemented. A transportation improvement district is created by agreement between DelDOT and a local government. DelDOT and the local government work together to establish the TID boundaries, which are then included in the local government's comprehensive plan. DelDOT and the local government also work together to agree on a horizon year, for which the land use forecast will be completed. Additionally, the local government and DelDOT work together to agree on service standards. These define what should be considered adequate transportation facilities within the TID. The participating local government is responsible for providing a parcel-specific land use forecast. This is so that DelDOT may conduct a comprehensive transportation study of the TID area, including determining the future impacts of the land use plan on the transportation system and identifying needed improvements. Once DelDOT and the local government have agreement on the recommended projects, we work together to develop a TID fee formula. The TID fees collected from developers are used to subsidize the costs of the necessary transportation projects. During TID implementation, fees are collected from developers. DelDOT monitors traffic and provides annual reports on transportation system needs and recommendations to the local government. The local government advocates for the inclusion of TID projects in DelDOT's 6-year capital transportation program. This map shows the location of the proposed Henlopen TID. The pink area is the participant boundary. It identifies the parcels included in the TID. This area is identified for the TID in Sussex County's 2018 Comprehensive Plan. The 24 square mile area is southwest of State Route 1, near the cities of Lewis and Rehoboth Beach. Herring Creek and Burton Pond form the southern boundary. The intersections and segments show the transportation facilities that DelDOT evaluated in the TID transportation study. This includes 43 roadway segments totaling approximately 66 linear miles and 62 existing intersections, including 9 with traffic signals. The green intersections are located within the participant boundary and the blue intersections are outside of the participant boundary. Segments and intersections outside the participant boundary were evaluated because the future land use within the participant boundary may impact these transportation facilities outside. Traffic impact study criteria in DelDOT's Development Coordination Manual was used to determine which intersections and segments outside the participant boundary were included in the study. Now we are going to provide instructions for the rest of the workshop. Please turn with me to the room layout on page 3 of your booklet. We want to make sure you receive all of the information necessary to be informed on the essential elements of the Henlopen TID. Therefore, please move in order from one station to the next. Right now you are located at station number 1. After this presentation concludes, please exit through the back of the alcove and stop at station number 2, which covers land use. Here you will learn about the land use forecast used in the transportation study and how it was developed. Next, at station number 3, you will learn about the transportation study, including intersection delay information called level of service, the proposed service standards, and the recommended transportation improvements. After this, please make your way to station number 4, where the recommended transportation plan is featured. Station number 4 has been divided into 4 regions. Each region features detailed concept plans on Google Earth maps showing the recommended TID improvements. Please review the overall map and index on the display boards at this station to choose a primary area of interest to explore further. Google Earth guides and subject matter experts are provided for each region to explore the maps and answer questions respectively. These concepts were developed in order to identify estimated project costs for the TID fee schedule. They are preliminary planning level concepts only, and they are subject to change during the project development process. This workshop will not be your only opportunity to see and comment on the concept plans. During the project development process for each project, additional public workshops and opportunities for review and input will be provided. While station number 3 and 4 provide the essential information, we have also provided an optional station for those who would like a more detailed look at technical traffic analysis information. This optional station includes the full level of service analyses for all segments and intersections and traffic volume diagrams. Unless you're stopping here, please make your way to station number 5. Here we will provide information on the next steps in order to finalize a written TID agreement and transition into implementation. This station also includes information on a potential range of fee schedules. DelDOT and Sussex County greatly appreciate your attendance at this workshop, and we want your feedback. So please do not leave without stopping at station number 6 to provide your comments and suggestions. In addition to a short poll, please fill out and submit the provided comment form. The comment form includes spaces to provide comments on each of the stations you will visit tonight. Thank you again for attending the workshop this evening.